From ABC News, this is World News Tonight with Charles Gibson.
Then at the end of the broadcast tonight, the football star who walked for 9 months straight, 27 pairs of sneakers later, we ask him why. And still ahead here on World News, the football star who took so many steps, 5 million of them. It was no walk in the park, and this was no ordinary mission. And finally tonight here, George Martin won fame and a Super Bowl ring, playing 14 seasons for the New York Giants. But last fall, he came up with a completely different game plan. You might remember Charlie Gibson profiled him as one of our Persons of the Week. In San Diego today, 9 months and 3,000 miles later, he reached the end zone, honoring a whole different team of heroes.
George Martin began walking last September and has been walking ever since. More than 5 million steps through 13 states. His goal to cross the country to raise money for the brave men and women who chose to walk into the smoldering debris after 9/11.
In the midst of that, as people were running away from that disaster, there were a group of people who were actually running toward that disaster. And that to me showed true bravery, true courage. And as a result of that, they subjected themselves and their health, even their lives, to an unknown hazard.
Many of the workers who dug through the debris at Ground Zero are now sick. And the federal government has been widely criticized for waiting years to help. And the help that has come, so many argue, has fallen far short.
How you doing? How are you?
I'm doing great, guys. Doing good, yeah.
Good luck all the way across the country.
Martin averaged 22 miles a day, starting in New York City at the George Washington Bridge, making his way to the California coast. Martin says along the way, many people thought he was nuts.
Realized that I'm part of the baby boomer generation, and walking to us wasn't anything extraordinary. Now with Generation X, people can't walk to the store, and they certainly can't even walk to the mall. How you guys doing today?
Besides, this boomer says, his game plan was far easier than the ones he faced on the football field.
I'd rather face this any day of the week than a Bill Parcells training camp, I can tell you that.
Today, he finally reached the end zone in San Diego. 41 pounds lighter, 27 pairs of sneakers later, 413 pairs of socks. His mother was beaming at Martin's most significant play yet, raising more than $2 million for those first responders on 9/11.
3,000 miles, 3,000 miles.
He looks great, and when asked how he feels, he said except for a blister on his left foot, he's doing pretty well. More than $2 million he raised. That is World News for this Saturday. Tomorrow morning,